Yep. God damn, I love Windows. I love I just love everything. Honestly, I just love it all. Um I have so much love in my heart. That seems to be a bit better. Hinako! Hinako and her iconic crowbar. My sanctuary is still incomplete. I'm lonely. So lonely. Feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. I keep collecting more and more, but they all die. Mommy, why did you leave me all alone? I'm lonely. So lonely. Feels like I'm going to freeze. I need to gather more women. More. But even when I do, they all go away. The grabber that's been hiding in the bushes and in the trees watching you on the way up here. No. I did not.
これってお供え物？
Good evening again, Belades. There was some strange note, and honestly, I'm like having to shift back into Silent Hill mode, but I don't know who could have written that note. The scary grabber. Um, and no one you know. Shifting back into Silent Hill mode. Just some freak. Classic Stanley Coleman. It's kind of they put out another reminder that Bloober's doing a remake of the first Silent Hill. It's in active development, full production, and like I don't know. I was warmer on the Silent Hill 2 remake than most, I feel. At least in my circle. And because the game did pretty well, critically, commercially, in the general public sphere, but like across the elitists and the snobs and the nerds, which I do count myself part of, pretty down on that one. And the thing is, the 2 remake did pretty well. If they carry that forward, well, I'm sure the remake of 1 will do pretty well. Even if, like, they lose some of that magic, that illusion. But here's the thing. If the Konami likes money. If the remake of 1 does good, oh baby, full speed ahead to the year is 2029, 2031, Silent Hill 3 remake, and I'm gonna puke. Because you know I'm gonna be persnickety about it. Let's go fishing. But then, like, after that, hey, you gonna do 4?
一体どこまで行ったんだ?
Bit too bloobered out. I get what you mean. For me, it was like the game, they made it too long for like no damn reason. I will say my like number one fear and worry was I was worried that they were gonna fuck up Angela. And Eddie. And it's like, no, pretty good. Good job, kids. I hate, and you've heard me correct. It's just as much a problem here. I think this behind the back camera, it's so limiting when the entire game is that. And just give me the hybrid. Let's be artsy with this shit, man. But the thing Capcom ran into is, alright, we remaked 2, we remaked 3, 4. What are you gonna do now? You gonna remake 1 again? For the second time? Technically third or whatever if you count like Umbrella Chronicles or whatever, which I wouldn't, but it is funny. Where was that damn gate key? Are they gonna remake Code Veronica 5? We'll see. The Silent Hill folks run into that way quicker because it's like, okay, after you do 3, well, 4, that would be an actually interesting remake. But then, fuck, yeah, you gonna do Origins again? Homecoming? I don't think you're gonna do Homecoming. But it would be funny. It would be. We need Patrick to get his big do-over. I should have asked him that. Like, what would you do differently? Get Patrick back in the chair. And by Patrick, of course, I mean Patrick Doody, the co-writer of Homecoming, who we had in the chat for some reason when we were playing Homecoming. My goat. That seems critical for the end game. A Code Veronica, like, when you get out of these titles that are like universal good, that is kind of an interesting, like, all right, well, how are you gonna tackle that remake? Are you just gonna make it RE4 again? Kind of boring, but I do like RE4, so. I swear I had no trouble finding the key the first playthrough. On the stool. Stool. In Creepy Shack. Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, I walked past that a good, hey man. Thank you, Anne. I would have dicked around for like another 10 minutes if you hadn't have told me. That is the Creepy Graver, that's right. Nasty licking man. I think, so, in a way, this kind of reminds me of the very beginning of Silent Hill 2, when you're running throughout the forest, and it's really creepy. But you have those huge, like the camera is so far away from James as he's like just trudging through, and then the remake is like, nah, it's just behind the back. And it's like, think of how great this game could be if we had some moments where it's just like, I don't know, you're just taking in the scene. Or like the camera pulls back and you see you know, oh my god, it's right behind you, ah, like that, instead of just like, well, I think it's right behind me. Bullshit. Cool. I also, what a great death animation though. That's just still pretty sickening, even as I complain. I really liked how Downpour and Shattered Memories had the look behind you as you run. That felt like really natural. It was scary, cinematic, intense, and it was actually useful. She gets kind of rooted, and a bunch of flowers bloom from her, basically. Like her skin, it's like trypophobia warning. It's just also a shame because the cutscene direction is really good. And you're like, damn, I wish you had just a bit of that sauce in the game itself. And yes, we are indeed skipping the cutscenes because this is playthrough 2 out of 5. But there will be very particular ones that we're not skipping. Character for E, fire. That was the secret hideout that Shu and I used. That was like back some ways, wasn't it? Oh, the shed at his house. And yeah, I wouldn't mind if, even if it was something where like they pull the camera back when you're out of combat, and they pull it in when you're, you know, in the thick of it. What's a shame is like at the very beginning of the game, they have a sequence where you're running away from the nightmare, and they have Hinako facing the camera as you run. It's like, ooh, Crash Bandicoot. And I think they do that like one other time. It's like, damn, I would have liked that again. I know it seems like such a nitpick. Like, yeah, just enjoy the game, asshole, but I can't be that person. It's possible it would be extremely difficult. That is true. I mean, it almost certainly difficult. Where? Yeah, okay. I do kind of wish there was more interior exploring in this game. The school is again, like, probably my favorite place in this game. Kind of a bummer that you can skip it, basically. Oops, I passed right by. Or... Huh. They're saying she has a pathetic sense of direction. Yay! My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells. They should do. My goat is not washed. Throw that away. Many capsules. Achievement unlocked. Winners don't do drugs. Hey there, partner. We've made it out of some pretty vicious battles together, huh? Even had to part ways with our fair share of comrades on the battlefield. I just never thought we'd have to part ways, too. But at least ours won't be a goodbye through death on the battlefield. From now on, you can't ask for anything from me, okay? Because it's not like I can expect your help anymore. You have to look after yourself now. I won't be there to drag you to safety when you fall. But wherever we go, and no matter what we do, we'll always be a part of the Space Army. And we'll always be partners, got it? Thanks for everything, Hanako. Shoo. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist. From ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body, you name it, and he'll be able to tell you. You can consult him with all those pains that come with growing up, like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend you medicine and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. Rumor got around that listening to Shu's advice really does make acne go away, and now he's really popular with the girls. I suffer from frequent headaches, so Shu gets me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really helps out. Mm-hmm. It is a UFO. Cute.
とりあえず家の中で2人を待つか。
Heather, did you finish the second ending? Or are you still going through? Finished the third by accident. Well, better than nothing. Now it says this is a new cutscene, but is it just because she has the brooch? It is new. Okay.
私は恐れません。はい。姿が見えなくとも一緒にいるのを感じます。私頑張ります。あなたにふさわしくなるように。
The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you? Hi, Selkadoom. This is the dungeon that takes 900 years. Okay. You don't have to tell me exactly where, but so like a specific direction I should poke in, or just like you'll know it when you see it. Remember where the Inari-sama door is. Where's Reimu? I don't know who that girl is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't really know the Tohos. Room with big holes in the floor. I know Ronronru. Hey, man. I know a little bit of Godzilla. I know names mostly. Like, I think I saw some of the classic shit as a kid, just like 'cause my dad would have it on and whatnot. But this doesn't feel right. I know like Jet Jaguar. But I've seen like all the American ones, which some would say doesn't count. And I've seen Shin, and I've seen -1. That sounds like something Billy would say. Jet Jaguar based on a costumed winter design. Kind of want to watch Cloverfield again. I wonder if I'd like it still. Or if it holds up. Now this is just the opposite way. I gotta find this darn sword. Because if you find it once, you've got it locked in for like every other playthrough, right? So, might as well get it out of the way. Aha! Oh. Well, we do want to get ending 2, so... Bit much. We love it, folks. We love it, folks. Got money on my mind. Ooh, my antique comb. And yet, our mortal world is ever changing. The age of gods has passed, and the powers of heaven have withered. Such a living sacrifice may no longer suffice to quell the wrath of the deep, so our ancestors saw fit to place a seal of immense power upon the being below. Upon the water they set a great stone. Now, the being remains sealed away, unable to break free of its prison. However, earth cannot endure forever against the might of water. As its power wanes, the seal shall break. When the wrath rises once more, we shall be powerless to stop it. So we have 2, 3. He who seeks the crimson water which banishes evil. When the Shishi Odoshi strikes once, let the bell chime. Thrice shall the bells ring to speak the legends of this land. Trapped under a great stone in the lake's abyss lies a slumbering water dragon, born during the Age of Gods and sealed away by our ancestors. Deprived of the water dragon's spirit, the once lush great tree has met a withering fate. Upon the rock our ancestors built a shrine, naming it Heaven's Benediction so it could serve as a sanctuary for our clan. When Heaven's benediction falls, the wrath of the depths shall rage against the heavens themselves, and both man and land shall face calamity. When that time comes, the glory of Higa's gods shall wane, heralding to the end of our clan. It is the duty of our family's head to ensure that Heaven's benediction will prosper for generations to come. It is the fate of our family's head that he shall prevent calamity from ever arising. Ugh. 4. What else he got for me? Medicine bottle with Hote-sama the monk. Contains a red liquid. Still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population as a distaste for modern medicine. This infusion was considered a miracle cure that was capable of dispelling evil spirits. Though the original formulation has been lost to time, historical documents indicate that it took an extraordinary amount of time and effort to prepare. Throw this to Sybil and she's good. All right. I gotta ring him out. gotta ring him out. Strikes once, let the bell chime. Good night, Finley. All the best to you. Yeah, I'm just trying. There's the timing, of course, but then, like, which... Yeah, I'm just thinking of, like, I don't even know what symbols, like, a crown, like a tree, metal, metal tree, water, fire, earth. So 3 bells. Earth, water, tree. Fuck, I'm not in time. But let's see. Anyway. Hey! Red water. I thought I wasn't gonna get it there because I dilly-dallied on this one. Alright, go swimming. Are we done here, or is there something to pick up? It will always be red from now on. We got the ammo, but I don't, I'll check again, just one more time. Aha! Agura no Hotai-sama bestows onto us the blessing of crimson water. This blessing can be found deep beneath the sacred mountain where spring water pools to infuse with benison herbs. Its medicinal properties, unlike any other, are the bounty of many moons of steeping. The power imbued in the crimson water shall eradicate even the most wicked evil, but beware, for its frightful potency makes it unsuitable for the purification of mortals. Only for the excision of ancient evil shall it be used. Kojima makes a new Metal Gear game and it's just every single named character and their family is like dying. The world gets nuked. According to the writings of the Iwai family, whose members have served the Ebi Sugoaka as physicians for generations, only infusions prepared using the traditional method can truly be called Agura no Hotai-sama. Anything bearing the name in the modern day is merely snake oil. True infusions are said to be a double-edged sword, both a miraculous elixir and a dangerous poison. That is, if one harbors any guilt inside their hearts, then not only shall the infusion cleanse you of any evil spirits, but it will also destroy your very self from the inside out. The last record of a true Agura no Hatai-sama being administered in Ebiso Goaka was around the time that the Senensugi Shrine's divine tree fell in a lightning strike. According to historical records, it was decided that in order to protect against such misfortune from befalling the shrine again, an Inari statue would be enshrined as a divine object. The Iwai family sprinkled the statue with revered medicine to cleanse it of any impurities. It is said that the Inari statue's bowl miraculously filled with a red liquid resembling Agura no Hotai-sama. And ever since, any villagers who drank it were cured of their illnesses. Well, we get that at least. Seems important. What can you do? Da 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 da. Hey, goodbye. Tomato soup. Could go for some right now. I had pizza earlier. I gotta tell you, I know that's like purposeful and all that. The fact I like you could definitely say there's thematic purpose behind it, and it's like, whoa, you're in beast mode or you're in like the shrine world and this and that, but there's no durability here. Maybe they just shouldn't have had durability like at all in the game. IMO. It really just I don't know. I've been reading some interesting things and takes on these games, this game rather, or it's like many people make the case that, hey, those older games, those are also clunky for thematic purposes. Maybe this one is clunky for thematic purposes also. And I don't know, it's kind of you're caught in like a hypocrisy loop. Like, why does it work for those games but not this? Frustration. Strain. This and that and this. I definitely think people shouldn't write this game off, and anyone being like, not a Silent Hill game. A lot of the times it's like, you can feel they are just, this isn't everybody, mind you. But some folks are definitely saying that, and that like they're holding back some racist ass commentary right behind it. That being said, yeah, there are definitely huge thematic connections you can make to previous Silent Hill entries, like the spirit of Silent Hill, but it is so broad strokes. This is not Silent Hill. Not to say this is bad, but like it is so. And I don't think that like that's a bad thing. It's just like they did say. I saw an article. I think it's from a producer or somebody at Konami, and they're like, not every game will be like this going forward, which I think is definitely like, yeah, let's keep switching it up. I'm talking broadly, not just the durability. I think overall, this is a great game. Like point blank, series baggage notwithstanding, it just doesn't matter. So as much as I bellyache about the gameplay kind of putting me down, really, it's just those combat gauntlets towards the last. That's like, I get that on one, it's kind of like, it should be effective because it's like, it's Hanako at her absolute lowest. It's her like, she is in, she's going through it, man. But it is so agonizing, and it is so just like unfun, and I can't imagine playing that shit on hard on your first playthrough when you don't have all the tools. It's also, they really obfuscate it because calling your normal mode story is like, that is such a bad call, because most people are gonna see that and be like, well, I don't want to play on baby mode. When it's like, you should have just called it normal. An actual story mode, especially, like, I gotta imagine there's tons of fans of Ryukishi coming to this who've like never played an action game before, but they're like huge fans of the writer. I was kind of burnt for a bit there, but I think like I gotta see where this all goes. And the strengths of this game are so much like they more than make up for the shortcomings of this one. And I'm really glad that this seems to be like quite successful for Konami. Hopefully they learn the right lessons. Oh, wow, cool. Pain residence. Let me just use the same joke I did since we're, you know.
お母さん
そろそろ帰っといて。お夕飯ができたから。おい、リンクを離せ。
ひなこ、もう十分。殺すか殺されるか決めた？
姉ちゃん
殺されなさい、ひなこ。
どうしてみんなそうなの？みんな 殺してるの？お姉ちゃんも殺したの？
ええ、私も殺したわ。お父さんもお母さんも、そして大切な妹であるあなたもね。友達もみんな殺したわ。
私は殺されたくない。
今日それを口にすることがどれだけ恐ろしいか分かってる？
もちろん。
今日までに何度も言ったかもしれないけれど、もう一度だけ言うわね。生はあなたが選びなさい。だけど今日、その選択には特別な代償が伴う。それもあなたが生き延びた時にだけ。あなたがおとなしく殺されるなら何の代償もない。お姉ちゃんはひな子に幸せになってほしいよ。
お姉ちゃん。
Much to think about.
シュウ、リンコ。
Let's go get a sword. And I'm assuming we just gotta. Well, we gotta like hoof it all the way back to here, don't we? Oh no, huh? Not at all, you say? You're going to your house.
お姉ちゃんの言う通りだ。時間がない。二人とも待ってて。すぐ行く。
We do have to find that little statue. Right, the medal? Hooray! I don't know if we'll be able to get to the ending. I can go a little bit later than I usually do. But also, like, my little house dungeon can take some time.
相棒、お前は本当にそれでいいのか？これは本心で望んだことなのか？お前は今明らかに正気じゃないんだ。
This is like, it's not quite a criticism, but not quite. It is an observation, I guess. I understand it's totally within the author's expected purview of like, oh, you don't get the full story with just one ending. You gotta see it through. It's just a little tough with a 12-hour game that you can shave down into like, excuse me, but you can shave down into like a 6 to 8 hour game, and then probably even less on repeat playthroughs. But that is a lot of time. 3 hours, huh? I guess it gets quicker. Excessively, but... In the Edo period, lightning struck the divine tree, leading people to believe that its spiritual power was lost. They then turned to worship the next oldest object, the Inari statues. Thus, the people of Ebi Sugaoka began worshipping Inari-sama. However, the sacred sword predates even the Inari faith. If the oldest object was to become the next object of worship, then it should have been the sacred sword. In other words, if the sacred sword is discovered, it will, without a doubt, undermine the very foundation of local beliefs. It's one of those things where I think it's a creative decision, you know? You're not getting the full picture. This fucking asshole. This right here is like... All the monsters in this game look great. There's not enough monsters. Or at least they use this one so much more than they ought to. Truly excessive. The magic is like kind of significantly lessened. I totally missed that one, but I was too busy crying. It's not, yeah, of course, it's not downpour bad. Not by a long shot. One moment, I gotta blow my nose. It's just, it is eliciting a reaction, for sure. But that only takes you so far. Nice. The way the hit stop is supposed to replace like actual weapon feedback too, that's just sloppy shit, man. That's just it's like the enemy doesn't react at all. It's just like, whoa. You got to make peace with it, but it's still like, come on. But yeah, what I was saying was, it's a creative decision to leave you with many questions and give you some unsatisfying answers that you then have to, put in the work to see through. I just don't think you should be entirely shocked, if a significant amount of your player base is like, alright, I'm done. Your audience. And that's a bold choice. In a way, I have to like go, hey, hats off to you. But I mean, Anne was talking about those Steam achievement completion ratings. That's like I gotta wonder how many people are like, nah, I'm just gonna watch the endings on YouTube. And they do a lot of work with, like, you know, the new notes, the new cutscenes, but it's really done it this time. That husband of mine is always quick to brandish the knife around when he loses his temper, but this time he went too far. He threw it at Hinako. Did he even stop for a second to think what might happen if he mangled her face just before she got married? I just don't know what's going through his head sometimes. Sorry, Kumiko. I know I'm always complaining to you. Curious. Yeah, Mom of the Year. Let's get a Silent Hill game where you're a mom. We've had too many sad dad games. We need a sad mom game. Chocolate. I hope the speedruns have all sorts of crazy, like out of bounds shit happening. Skip directly to the ending somehow. It has now been 2 weeks since I began taking Kakura Makakura. I've observed no significant physical changes. If anything, I've been falling asleep and waking with ease. I have lucid dreams an average of once every 2 days. When I do, I feel neither the passage of time nor exhaustion, which allows me to become lost in thought. However, today I was met with startling results. In my dream, there was another version of myself who spoke to me. Raising both eyebrows. So that was, out in the forest, wasn't it? Are y'all gonna watch the Silent Hill 2 movie? Or are you like, fuck no?
くそ
Yeah! Dad's old kitchen knife.
お父さんの包丁
From the same director of the first Silent Hill film. It's coming back to do Silent Hill 2. It's coming out in January, so you know the studio's proud of it. That should do.
来たれ我らのもとへ親睦のもとへ私何をご親睦へどういうこと
What could it mean? Divine Tree, huh? But yeah, it's called Return to Silent Hill. From what I've seen of like the actors, it looks like it's like a porn parody version of Silent Hill 2. Where my sword? Or actually... Mm.
町で一番古いお稲荷様だ。
Old dirty things. I wonder if you could, Heather. Shit, maybe I should just leave a save here. It's still alive. Oh, it's a different freak, actually. Oops. The big tree, the big tree, big tree. Far west. That one? Ooh. Ooh. That's cool. So I gotta double way back. Yeah, but think if you did a fresh save each time, then your save at the end would have all 5 of the endings on it. And that's like cool, I guess. Years later, I can show my honey like, look what I did 5 years ago. Then she deletes it. Or like my cloud save gets overwritten, corrupted. What happens when Steam just becomes shitty and all those thousands of dollars of games that you had, they're bunk? Those licenses that you bought. Hey, man. I remember when this game was kind of scary. That happens to every horror game, though. Oh! 8.1. Damn.
この神社、昨今地の古い神社か。 昔は栄えてたみたい。火事があってからは人が寄りつかなくなっちゃったって聞いた。
The fire.
これが
Swing, swing, swing. The Sacred Sword harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it will restore the weapon to its whole and unblemished state. Cool. Master sword, but good. Good morning. I'm glad you were able to get some sleep. Oh, that's cool. You get 4 items now. Or 4 weapons. Sheath just magically appears. That's kinda... I get that it would be difficult, but... Kinda just wish it was always there. It's got that evil smoke billowing. Ding. Attacks while focusing at not cost any durability. Wonder if I have that. Probably not. I gotta start buying more. Yeah. Ah, well. Hey, here's to the days ahead, Am. I wish I was the type of person who, I wish I was, like, intelligent enough and patient enough to be, like, a Linux person. Unable to continuously dodge. Back over there. Tremendous. The 3am problem. The Netflix adaptation.
これで戦える。
Now I can fight back. Okay. What did... Who are you? Okay, alright. Alright, Hinako. Now I can fight back. I'm just gonna go. So much bullshit in these forests. Hooray!
力を貸してくれて本当にありがとう。でももう平気。今の私なら自分の力で意志を示せるから。
Wow. It's shiny. Fuck me. You thought it was gonna be powered up? No, now it's shit. Oh, that's what a kick to the dick. Still the best weapon. It now has durability. Or like, it doesn't repair itself automatically in your, when it's stowed. But it's free of the hate that was previously, consuming it. I thought Breath of the Wild Master Sword was like, it was just on a time, or? I don't remember.
ここは侵食されてない。
俺、大人呼んでくるから。落ち着いて。
Okay.
怖がってるだけだ。
I don't need my visions, actually. Whoa there, this low. The power of Unreal 5.
私の町がもう化け物の巣じゃないか。
Oh! Help me, help! Great golly above. Die! Are you kidding? What? Ran through the enemy to grab me. badass. What a load, man. What a load. I will persevere, but you know,
Aibo, もうすぐだ。
it's something about coming back to our house here, and then especially at like the end of the game. It's the computer does not like it. Just constructed to be as annoying as possible. Okay, let me in. Oh.
Moshi moshi.
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
That's tragic. It is a good one. Right then. Apologize. If you don't, I will never, ever forgive you. Blood stains. The Colosseum floors. Lies on the lips of a priest. My father had the courage to call out the town's religious group for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after. Those crooks claimed it as Inari-sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishments or stupid curses. Instead, I turned to research, and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was, a bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately get my revenge. I write this journal like some kind of final message now due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry, and any attempts to force down food simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning was that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was the larva of a locust. Yesterday I woke in a sudden fit of choking coughs. It left an odd squirming and scratchy sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all these bugs. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it as some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up my curtains and scutter across my floor until every inch of my room is covered in a gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside of me. My head is full of them now, or maybe they're eggs. I have a headache that felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse, however. I don't think I will make it through the night. I refuse to believe that this is some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such a nonsense? That's horrible. I don't want bugs in me. Note from Oogie Boogie. Let's see. So this time we got our kid friends have been lost. But Hinako and her parents are cool. We just gotta get our painting. Or picture, rather. My comically biblical lights. I'll tell you though. Oh, Tickler Bungus. Thank you for the follow. It's quite a name you got there. I believe that'll actually be it for tonight. I'm beginning to get a bit drowsy. All that gambling really got my ass. And I feel like, even though we're in the final stretch of this, it's gonna be like at the very least an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. So I think that will be it for tonight. Bungus by night. Sorry you joined us here at the end, but hey. I'll be back before you know it for more Bungus action. I am recommitted to Silent Hill. And I feel confident in seeing out the rest of the endings. It's kind of shaky there for a sec. Thank you for coming by. And thanks for being a delight. And I'm going to be rating Jerry, who's playing Nobody Really Knows. Their category is just retro, so it's like, ooh, could be anything. But it's usually a good time with Jerry, so. I have to sub to Baracus. That's such a good emote. I hope you feel better. Truly. And thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll catch y'all later. See ya.